Hello and welcome to my ZG guide. It's going to be very quick. It's going to be a 10-minute video guiding you through the whole instance. So first off, you want to take the quest as soon as you get into the instance on the left of you. Repair up and go through this first trash pack. Take the green cauldron on the left of you, which reduces poison damage taken to get through this first bit of the instance. You come to the bridge and you come across the first Tiki Lord. Not very hard, does a bit of an AoE, just run around the place. When you go left here, there's a bridge, and on that bridge is an NPC called Gub, which you need to kill for the quest. It's pretty easy, there he is. You go over the second bridge towards the first boss, High Priest Phenoxys. He has two snake NPCs outside of him. They don't do much, they just do a cone in front of them. Now this first boss creates a maze, a poison maze on the ground, which you have to avoid as it's being created. You might get linked with your friend. The way to break this link is just to run away from each other. It does AoE damage, so stay spread. The boss does a frontal cone when he transforms into his snake form, which you can see there. And when he goes up on his ledge, he will channel an ability, which you can see here, which will follow you around the maze. You need to navigate the maze, and do not and make sure you don't hop over the maze, because you take about 30k damage, which you see here. Other than that, the boss is pretty easy. We managed to kill him in the end with just me and the tank. When you come out of the first boss, you'll go up the ramp towards the raptor boss. You'll come across this guy here. Don't know what he does at the moment. Probably a quest mob. When you go up the ramp, you'll find this is a pretty fun event. Boulders rolling down the hill. You just need to get up there pretty easy. Use aspects of the pack if you want. You take about 30k damage, I think, if you get hit. You go up there, kill the NPC at the top. It doesn't really do much. There's an interesting mechanic up here whereby you can take the frost cauldron, which you'll see just around the corner. What's funny is that it actually works on the raptor boss himself, so it's obviously a bug in the PTR at the moment, which will be fixed. After the raptor boss, you'll come across this NPC, another one of those berserker type things. Don't know what he does at the moment, probably for a quest. This trash pack is quite interesting because you have to AoE the pack down before they finish channeling their ability, otherwise you'll see what happens here, and you don't want that to happen. Coming up to the sort of voodoo area, you'll come across this tiki pack, just AoE them down. And this third boss, to summon him you have to go around the edge finding these fossils and archaeology goods. Find one where you can click on the text and it will start moving, go to the middle of the room and hover about, summoning the boss. This boss isn't too hard as long as you've got a decent healer. The idea is to spread out, as he will do a sort of whirlwind thing, and also he'll vanish during the fight. Coming out of that boss, you'll find this random NPC, don't know what he does at the moment. And then we come to the Phi Gauntlets, which is by far the hardest part in the instance. I mean, I don't know how I got past this first go. You take about 50k damage if you get hit by the flames. Definitely a pug wiper. Coming up now to where the tiger boss was previously, is now in place this void walker type guy. He's for a quest. Not sure which quest at the moment, not in the PTR, but we'll soon see in the future. He's pretty easy to kill, doesn't have much health. When you come out of there, you'll find a hut in front of you on the right, in which you'll find the Guribashi Master Chef, which you'll need to kill for the quest that you got at the start of the instance. The quest at the moment doesn't really give you anything, just a bit of gold. After you come out of the Master Chef hut, you'll find this Girish Berserker. Now, Berserkers have been changed from ZG at 60 in that they pursuit one of your members for about 10 or 15 seconds. That member of your party has to run the hell away. Otherwise they get one-shotted. It's not that hard, but I can definitely see a lot of people dying in this in pugs once before they get the idea. Coming up to the fourth boss in the instance is this Tiki Lord. Just chucks a bit of popcorn around, not too hard. There's a bit of trash in the way up to the Panther Boss. And here she is, the fourth boss of the instance. Now this boss, you can do it two ways. The first way is to kill all the ads around the edge, because when she gets to 50% health, she will transform into a panther form and summon all of her ads to her aid, which will hurt if you don't kill them to begin with. So you can either kill them first, or you can bring her to 50% health and then try and zerg her down. The only thing is that below 50% health she will vanish sometimes, and also gain this buff which increases her attack speed and damage by 5% each stack. We actually let this stack up to at least 200%, which is really not that hard. I mean, we only had a tank, healer and DPS alive, and we still managed to down her. Coming out now to the fifth boss in the instance, Zul'Gurub, you'll find these two Girish Berserkers. These are a bit easier than the previous one in that you have the Frost Cauldron next to you, which you can use to bring them to 10% health and basically one-shot them. Now, Zul'Gurub the boss has quite an interesting mechanic in that he has the three cauldrons that you've come across earlier in the instance around his room. The first one being the Frost Cauldron, where he will resurrect a Zul'Gurub Berserker. You need to take the Frost Cauldron buff, not hitting the boss like I did. Luckily the Boomkin got the hang of it. So yeah, you just get the Frost debuff, which makes your next ability bring the enemy to 10% health. The second ability we'll do is filling the room with toxic gas. You just click on the green cauldron to reduce the poison damage taken. He'll also occasionally do a fire line in front of him just to keep that out of the way. It kills your pet, which is quite annoying. The final ability they will do is summon a group of Zul'Gurub zombies, about 10 or 15 of them. You basically want to get the fire cauldron buff, which gives you a hellfire effect, does damage to you, but does huge damage to enemies around you. There's this odd trash pack which summons kind of spirits that you see around you, not too hard. And then the final boss is Jindo the God-Breaker. Now this is kind of a boring fight at the moment in PTR. There's not really that much to do. You basically stand in the anti-magic zone. When he casts his abilities, they do kind of AoE damage, not very much. And then the second phase is when he gets to about 75% health, and he will summon these three chains that are bound to Hakar. You need to DPS them down. They have quite a lot of health. You need to kill them and release Hakar for him to bonk the troll on the noggin. The rest of the fight comprises of dodging the fire on the ground and killing the few ads that spawn. And that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed this guide. Not very hard instance, once you get the hang of it. Some interesting mechanics to learn. And I'll see you next time.